Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. We've been doing tons of 2020 GT500 testing, and one thing everybody's talking about is the weight of these vehicles. Since we had 3 of them here recently, we went ahead and weighed them. We weighed them different times. Each one had different fuel. Each one has different option packages, which is important. We're going to show you the differences. But they also had some modifications done to them. So what I'll do now is we'll go ahead and show you all 3 weigh-ins, and then we'll go ahead at the end. I went ahead and logged the percentage of fuel in each tank. We'll do the math to account for the weight of the fuel. We'll do some fuzzy math to account for things like one car had modified exhaust, one car didn't. One car didn't have the air pump in the trunk, one car did. We'll give you rough adjustments for all that, and at the very bottom, we'll give you the bottom line on each package. The packages that we're dealing with on these cars is this one right here is 100% base model, add technology package, and the black roof, which obviously doesn't add any weight. So the tech package is the big thing here. It does not have Recaros. And then we're going to show you iconic GT500's car, which is base model plus tech pack plus Recaros. His car also has modified exhaust. And then we're going to show you Lee Dennis's orange GT500, which is base model plus tech package plus base model no tech package plus Recaros. And so let's go ahead and watch those videos, see what the weigh-in is, and then we'll go over the numbers after that.
He's a good family friend.
All right, well, at RareFab has the iconic GT500 on the scales. We're gonna go ahead and weigh it in. This car has the technology package, Recaro seats, and that's it, right? Okay.
4,100.
There's the numbers. 4,100 even. 1155 front left, 1150 front right, 893 rear left, 901 right rear. We'll go ahead and see how much fuel is in these, and at the end of this video we'll analyze the numbers of all 3 cars and also include exactly how much fuel was in each one. All right, we've got my car over here at RareFab doing a few things, and we decided to go ahead and throw it on the scales. Earlier this week, we weighed iconic GT500's GT500, which is the same exact spec of as this car, except Recaros. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh it, and we'll be able to tell you exactly what the Recaro seats save you over the base seats. We'll go ahead and take into account all the different fuel in each car. The silver car had 46% when you logged the fuel level. And it was 4,100 pounds even with no one in it. So we're gonna go ahead and get the scale set up and see what it makes. Not what it makes, what it weighs.
All right, we're on.
All right, I'll drop down on the scales. Let's see what she weighs in at. 4153. Is the key in it?
No, he's not in it.
Let's,
you want that for weight?
No, yeah, we gotta weigh the key. Now, see how much fuel's in it, just roughly. I wanna see compared to Steve's. Steve's had 46%. I'll hook up the data logger in a second to see. So it has, okay, this has over half a tank, which I would assume would be over 50%. So it has a little bit more fuel than Steve's car. I'll do all the math and put it up on the screen here in a second. So Steve's was 4,100 even. Hold on. So 41, let it settle. We'll call it 4,150. If you take into account, I would say at least a few gallons of fuel. The Recaro seats might save you 20 or 30 pounds. We're doing something a little different. That's why we didn't get the Recaros, and we'll show you that in an upcoming video.
All right, so we got Lee's 2020 GT500 back on the lift here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be scaling this because we scaled Ken's car and we scaled Steve's car, and they're all different packages. So we're going to figure out how much this package weighs. Hey Lee, what's the package on this?
This is a base, has Recaro seats, carbon fiber dash, and the handling package.
All right, so it's a base with Recaro seats and a couple of carbon parts. So each one of these cars is a little bit different, so we're getting the differences in weight. Let's go ahead and drop it on the scales and see what it weighs. All right, let's take a look at this. Alright, so go ahead and zoom in on that. Alright, so we're looking at, it's kind of hard to see, but we're looking at 4118. So the way that this is spec'd out, it's 4,118 pounds.
Okay, there you go. You saw all the weights. Real quick, for those of you that are paying attention behind me, we're doing some more testing here on the 2020 GT500 on Lee's vehicle. Right now we're running the throttle body with no restriction in the front of it with that velocity stack. Tune into a future video to see how that may have helped or hurt. Anyway, let's go over the weights. Steve's car was 4,100 pounds even. Now we're gonna, I'll put these numbers over the screen. 4,100 pounds starting weight. Mine was 4,152 and Lee was 4,106. My vehicle had 45, or Steve's vehicle had 45% of fuel, which accounts for about 60 pounds of fuel. I had 58%, which is about 77 pounds of fuel, and Lee had 49%, which is about 65 pounds of fuel. So that brings the empty weights uncorrected to 4039 for Steve, 4067 for me, and 4040 for Lee. Now, there was some things in the differences in the vehicles that we really can't account for. I did account for Steve had his air compressor pump in the trunk out. I'm giving him 5 more pounds for that. And he also has the whole mid section of the exhaust is different and it's definitely lighter. So I'm putting 15 pounds back on his car for that. Lee's car had just the lethal track exhaust on it. He's getting a 10-pound penalty for that. So if you take into account fuel and those sorts of things, the cars are unexpectedly super close. If you compare Steve's car and my car does not have Recaros, but his car, both cars have the Tech Pack. So they should be the same weight besides the Recaros. With my little corrections, Steve was 4101 and I was 4109. So 8 pounds heavier. I don't really see the seats being only 8 pounds weight saving, but we'll find out in a future video when we pull them out of the car to check. The other thing that we're not accounting for here is both Steve and Lee's car both had Toyo tires on them. They could possibly be a few pounds heavier, so we'll give them some credit for that, but not an actual number. Just take it into account. So, and then if you compare Steve's car to Lee's car, Steve's was 4101 and Lee's was 4092. Same tire and everything, so you don't have to worry about the Toyo comparison. So you're talking about a 9 horsepower difference. Or excuse me, I was talking about horsepower. Weight, 9 pound difference between Steve and Lee's car, and the only difference between those two cars is the technology package. Now, that's possible. You've got the sub in the trunk. That's not a super heavy piece. I don't know if there's extra amplifiers or not. But at the end of the day, unless you're splitting hairs, all the different options don't make for too significant of a difference in weight. So order it how you want and then you can modify from there. So anyway, that's it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click the bell for updates, and we'll see you on the next one.